welcome to your next Pilates class. Today we're going to get into the arms like crazy, as well as the torso and a little bit into the legs, less into the legs than we usually are. We're really going to focus on our upper body today. We need one piece of equipment for sure. I have a lighter set of resistance, so these are weights than I usually have. I usually do either 5 or a little bit more. These happen to be 2.5 pounds. So if you're going to use some kind of resistance, go with something that's a little bit on the light side, because we're going to do a lot of repetitions today. Not a lot of big power moves, and we want to have the longevity to be able to do that. If you don't have anything at all in your house that works as resistance, then feel free to skip this and you can just do the movement and you'll still get what you need out of it. The other thing that you could have, but is not required, is a stretchy band, so a resistance band. I might use this for a couple things that we'll do on the legs, but it is not required. You do not have to have one of these, but if you do happen to have one at home, grab it, and we can always use that together. So for the warm-up, we're actually going to use our resistance. We're going to use our weights. A lot of times I don't have us use the resistance when we're warming up, but today we are going to. So start out just by having the arms down at your sides, taking the shoulders forward, up, and back, and just keep moving like that. We're actually using the natural weight. I guess it's not natural at all. It's just the opposite of natural, right? It's our assisted weight to add to this. Let's do one more. Forward, up, and back. Perfect. Nice. And then tip it to one side. Bring the other arm all the way up. Nice. And then switch it out. We will get more intensive than this, I promise. So we're just getting things going here. Perfect. Bring both arms out in front. Cross one arm over the other. And then bring it out really, really wide. Opposite arm crosses really, really wide. Great. Bring it back to the center. Nice. Now, start with a high knee march. Now, it's going to look like I'm taking my knee more out to the side, because I am. You're going to take your knee as far in front of you as you can. I need just a little bit more space. Nice. Now, if you want to add your arms, which of course you do, we're going to do opposite arm and leg. So as a left leg lifts, the right arm lifts. And then just the opposite. Right arm, left arm. Or right leg, you know what I'm trying to say. Opposite arm and leg. Clearly not easier said than done. For 4, 3, 2, great. Last one, cool. Let the arms stay relaxed here. We're going to take the leg, this time we're all going out to the side. So we're going to take the knee out to the side, bring it right back down, wide out to the side. The inner thigh is pointing forward. You can have a flexed foot, mine is flexed or pointed, whichever you prefer. Let's add arms with it. So we're going to go cactus arms. We're going to bring same elbow and knee together. I'll get it together, guys. I'll get it together. So the second class that I've filmed today. 2 of 3. All right, let's do 3. 2. Last one. Great. Go ahead and bring the arms down and shake it out. Awesome. Let the feet be wide. We're going to take the arms. Right now, we have them down at our sides. You're going to go soft elbow leads the way up, right back down, and then the opposite side. So you might not be able to see, but I don't have this really straight arm. That puts a lot of stress on our joint. So I actually have some softness in my elbow, and I'm letting my elbow kind of lift my arm out to the side. Now we're doing, like I said, 2.5 or something light for you, right? Light in the sense of you can do quite a few of these. You're not going to burn out after maybe 10 or 12 reps. You're going to have some staying power here. We're going to add. Let's do 4 more before we add. 4, 3, 2. Great. Last one. Nice. Let's go both at the same time. Both and down. And then 1 and the other. Great. Lift both. Down. 1 and the other. Now, if you want to be fancy, work on both, then you will lead with the opposite arm every other round, right? If you're like, I have no idea what that means, then don't worry about it. But if you want a little brain teaser, you're lifting with that opposite arm. Keep going. We're not done yet. Like I said, if this becomes too much, then you're going with no weights and you're just doing the movement. We're going to go 3 more all the way around. That's 3 more in every direction. I don't remember which one I started on that time. Excellent. Here we go. This is 2. Perfect. And last one, 3. Great. Both and down. Cool. Now, brief shakeout here. And then we're going to add another angle. So we're getting lots of different angles here, not just in the biceps, triceps, as we move through our practice today in the arms, but we're also trying to get all the angles in our shoulders. So you're really going to feel this in the shoulders. If you plan to do yard work tomorrow, sorry. So you probably won't want to. But the arms are going to be nice. Okay, we're taking the arms out to either side, and this time we're going to take them together. Great. Bring them right back out and down. Yes. We still have softness in the elbows. So notice if you're trying to lock out, and then back out and down. Notice if you're unintentionally locking out that elbow joint, keep it really soft. Great. And down. Lift, forward, out, and down. 2 more. Lift, forward, out, and down. Last one. Lift, forward, out, and down. Great. Let's go wide with our feet. We're going to go pretty wide. Toes are slightly angled out. Go ahead and turn your palms up. We're going to do a bicep curl as we bend the knees, and then we'll bring it right back down. Arms come down as the legs straighten. So we bring it up and down. Up and down. Now you have 2 options with this bicep curl, right? So you can have the palms facing forward with the legs straight, and then you're curling palms towards you as you bend the knees, right? So this can be our option 1. And option 1 and option 2 are the same intensity. You're just getting a little bit different angle, right? So option 2, another way to do a bicep curl is more of a hammer curl. The palms would stay forward the whole time, even as we bring the thumbs up towards our shoulders, and then we bring it down. Notice that my palms are still open to the mirror. I was going to say the mirror. It's kind of a mirror for me. But to our computer. So that's another option. It's still a bicep curl. It's just a little bit different angle on the bicep. There's no better or worse, whether you're doing a traditional bicep curl or a hammer curl. In fact, if you want to alternate, follow along with me. You do 1 hammer curl, 1 bicep curl. Nice. Let's do 3 more. 3. That's both directions. So you get to do 6 if you're not alternating. Nice. Great. 2. 1 more each way. Perfect. Nice. Come all the way back up. Bring the legs in towards each other. Awesome. All right. Let's come up onto the tiptoes. Pause. And then right back down. Lift tiptoes. Pause. Right back down. Cool. Lift. Oops. Lift. Pause. And down. Now, we can add a little bit of arms to that. All right? So we can take the arms back out to either side and then slowly release. It's a nice option. Maybe we do 4 just like that. Lift and release. It definitely, you can feel gravity pulling you down as you take the arms out to either side. Let's do 2. Last one, we're still lifting the heels, and we bring it down. Great. Now, let's do a little balance here. We'll come over to the left foot, weights on the left foot, option to either keep the right toes attached or you're going to float the right foot off the floor. Let's take our weights. We're going to bring them up overhead. I'm going to turn just a little bit just so you can see me here. So we have those hands up overhead. The elbows are close in. And I'm going to float that right foot, right? So I'm floating my foot. I'm going to stay there. I'm going to find a balance point, and I'm going to lift the arms and then bring them right back down, okay? Notice that my biceps are staying in the same place. So I don't have my arms going forward and back here. So they're staying in the same place. It's just a bend and an extend at your elbow, okay? Let's do it together for 4, 3, 2, last one. Woo. Nice. Keep your arms where they are. Let's just switch it to the other leg. So either the left toe is attached or we're floating. We lift and lower. Lift and lower. Yes. Ooh, balance. 4 more. 3, 2, last one. Perfect. Bring it all the way down. 1. Shake it up. Cool. Let's go ahead and come down to our mat. Set your weights off to the side just for now. I'm going to use a pillow here. You're going to lay flat on the floor, but before you come down, if you want to get a drink, go ahead and get a quick drink. We'll get a nice little break here. And then we're coming down to the floor. Now, like I said, you're going to lay flat on your back. I am not. So I got my big old pillow here. I'm also grabbing my weights once again. Actually, we don't need our weights quite yet. So set your weights off to the side. No need for those. Let's just come down onto our mat. Remember, you're laying all the way down, face up. We all have our feet on the mat, knees bent. You're going to relax your arms down to your sides. Great. Let's lift a couple times into a bridge pose, okay? So just because we're working on upper body doesn't mean that we can't start to activate the lower body. So we lift the hips, squeeze the glutes on the way up, and then right back down. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Perfect. Let's do 3 more. Lift, lower. Again, 2. Nice. Last one. Perfect. Bring it down. Now, we're going to add to this. So right now, baby moved. Okay. So we're going to take our feet. So right now we have our feet in kind of a neutral place where we would normally go into our bridge pose. We're going to take it into a little bit deeper into the hamstrings here. So we're going to take those feet further away from us, not more than about 6 inches, because eventually we're going to go even further. We'll come back up into our bridge pose. And we're still going to stay in bridge. We'll just let the knees go wide. You're rocking onto the outside arches of your feet, and then you're coming to neutral. So go wide, and then neutral. Wide, and neutral. You can always be up on your heels as well with the toes lifted. Just keep those hips nice and high. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay high. Walk those feet a little further away. I'm cheating. I'm bringing my hips down just for a moment. Feet away from me a little bit further. My pillow's also trying to walk away from me. Great. We take it up. Again, we're in a butterfly and back to center. Butterfly, center. Butterfly, center. Yes. Yeah. For 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. All right. So from here, take your hands behind your head, elbows wide. We have 2 options. So we have like the Alitza option, and then we have the everybody else option, okay? Everybody else option, you're going to come up for a crunch, lifting the shoulder blades off the floor, looking down the length of your body. Elbows are going to stay really wide. You're going to bring it right back down, okay? So you're going to lift and lower, lift and lower. I'll fake it. I'll pretend that's what I'm doing. Pretend. We'll do 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2. Nice. Last one. Bring it down. Perfect. Let's go ahead and grab our weights. We're still going to stay on the mat laying face up. Oops, pillow. Stay with me. All right. Still on the mat laying face up. All right. So what we're going to do here, we're going to take those arms straight up to the ceiling. Now imagine that I'm laying flat on the floor, okay? I'm going to keep my arms straight up so we have a nice firm grip on our weights. I'm going to take my elbows straight down next to my rib cage down to the floor, and then I'm going to lift right back up. So it's a little bit of a tricep move. Down and lift. Down and lift. And you want to feel the back of your upper arms touch the floor. Now, we could do this potentially all day long, okay? So what makes this challenging is that we're setting our scapula here. We're really finding strength in those shoulders. You're keeping them perfectly still. You have 100% control over this move. Straight down with those elbows and right back up. Down to either side and up. You should feel the inside of your upper arms brush your rib cage. That's how close you are. We're going to do 4 more. 3, 2, nice. Last one. Now, we have 2 options. So like I said, we're going to do like the Alyssa option and the everybody else option. So the Alyssa option is going to be to keep the hips attached to the floor and just do arms, okay? So what I will be doing is I will be bringing my arms up. I can see my hands, I can see the inside of my elbows. So everybody, you're gonna look at the inside of your elbows and you're gonna just keep your eyeballs kind of there. You'll bend your elbows and you'll bring your weights almost like you're trying to touch your forehead. You can still see the inside of your elbows and you're gonna bring them right back up. So that is the move. You bend and you bring it up. We're not bringing the elbows forward and back, so the elbows stay in exactly the same place. It's just bending them. Now, the rest of you are going to do something with your hips, right? So you're still going to do the movement with your arms, but for a moment, let's just pause. Let's actually find 90-90 with the elbows. We're going to lift into that bridge pose, okay? You're going to lower the hips and lift the hips. Lower the hips and lift the hips. Guess what? This is what we're going to do with our weights moving at the same time. So it takes a little bit of concentration here because, again, we need to make sure that we're doing the move right with the upper body. So every time we lift those arms back up to the ceiling, we're going to lift the hips. We'll lower the hips as we bend the elbows. We lift the hips as we come right back up. And that's not too bad. I might continue with that myself. Keep squeezing the glutes. I feel this. I feel this a lot in my triceps, actually. My chaturangas just have not been the same the past couple months. Got to build up my strength for 3. Let's do 2 more. 2. Last one. Great. Go ahead and bring the elbows down, hips come down, relax the arms, shake it out. Next, set your weights off to the side. Let's get a little bit more into the abdominals. So again, we're going to do like an Alyssa option and everybody else option, all right? So the Alyssa option is going to be hands behind the head, elbows wide, and my head is going to stay on my pillow. If you're doing the Alyssa option, you're going to keep your head on the mat. I'm going to take my legs up into a tabletop. Great. And then I'm just going to take one leg, stretch it out at a little bit longer than a 45. I'll bring it right back in. Out and in. Okay? That's my move. Now for you, so your move is going to look a little different. In fact, I'm going to support myself a little bit more here. So your move is going to look a little different. So instead, you are going to imagine that you have the hands behind the head, elbows wide. Pretend that I also will have them there. You're going to go up to a, I can't think of what it's called, a table pose. So you're going to tabletop the legs. And you're going to go much lower. So you're going to take it quite low. You'll extend one leg out and the other leg out. I can't demo more than that, people. So just have the legs be a little bit lower than the way I'm going. All right? They don't have to touch the floor. The goal is not for them to skim the floor. You should still be able to see your toes at the lowest point. Now, you'll also have the option of lifting up your head, neck, and shoulders off the floor and keeping them there for the whole move. This pillow got kind of cattywampus here. I gotta adjust it. So we'll go over that again, just so that everybody has it clear what we're going for here. So my option, I'm actually going to just do one leg at a time, in fact. So I'm going to take a leg out, I'm going to reach, I'll bring it in, and then I'll switch, right? So other option would be to have your legs table-topped. You're bringing it out, in. Now, the option 3, the really challenging one, is to have those legs table-topped, and you're going to go much lower. And maybe you're up so that those shoulder blades are up off the floor. All right? So let's take our options and take your time here. So you slowly flow through them and down, right? Use your breath to draw the knee back in. Use your exhale to draw the knee in. Nice. Inhale as you reach. Exhale as you bring it in. For 4. 3. Nice. 2. Perfect. Last one. Bring it all the way down. Cool. So next move. We're also going to do an Alyssa option, everybody else option. My option, I'm going to bring my feet together and my knees are going to be wide. I'm going to take one leg. I'm going to keep my head attached to the floor. I'm going to take one leg and I'm going to bring it out at kind of an external rotation, and I'll bring it right back in. Nice. Other leg comes out and in. So I'm not doing a lot of ab work here. In fact, it's more of a stability thing with the lower abdominals in this option. And then we got a lot of inner thigh and hip going. That's more of what I have going on here. So for the next option, we would go a little bit deeper. So you're going to keep the knees a little more together. They will have some space. We'll lift the legs into a tabletop. You're going to bring the heels together, knees wide, and then you can either do one leg at a time, right? Or both legs at the same time. All right? So little froggy. So as you press those feet away, you're zipping the thighs up together, and then you're opening them right back up again. So the move looks a little bit like, so you're like this. You're going to press the feet away, squeezing the inner thighs together, and then you bring them on in. Press and together. Notice that my hands are staying in these like almost jazz hand type things because we're trying to keep the heels together and the feet apart in our Pilates V, right? So that is the move. Go for it. Start. Right? Now, option to either keep the head attached to your mat or you can lift the shoulder blades off the floor. I will be keeping my head attached to the mat. So like I said, take your option, stretch it out, bring it in. You're still exhaling as you bring it in. Keep it up for 4, 3, 2. Last one. Excellent. Bring your head down, bring it in. Maybe bring the knees into your chest. Give it a little shake out. Nice. All right, let's come all the way up. All the way up. Nice. I'm going to move my pillow off to this side. All right, we're grabbing our weights. Let's get a quick drink first, and then we'll grab our weights. All right. Nice. So let's get into our side body just a little bit more. Take one weight off to the side here. We're going to roll onto our side. Cool. Now, option one, you have the hips attached to the floor. You're lifting your rib cage away. You have the forearm attached to the mat, elbow right underneath the shoulder. We're going to take our top arm up. You're going to thread the top arm under the bottom arm and then bring it right back up. Nice. That is the move. So that's our option one. Option two, we're going to stay with the knees stacked, but I'm going to lift the hips off the floor. So we're up a little higher. We're getting a little bit more into the oblique here. We're still rolling it under and then bringing it up. Threading the needle and then bringing it up. The hips stay up the whole time. Roll it under and lift. Let's do two more. Roll it under and lift. Cool. Bring it all the way down. Nice. Now, go ahead and attach your elbow to your side. We're still holding on to our weight. We're going to bring it down and then lift this up. Can't remember if we did this last video or if we had it in a different video. They're all kind of blending together at this point. So we're opening it up. This is for your bicep as well. You will feel this right away. For 4, 3, nice, 2, great, last one, bring it down. Awesome, set the weight down. Let's take it to the other side. So again, options, right? So first, maybe we have the hip attached and we'll stay there. We bring the arm up. We thread the arm under. That's our option one. Option two, hip stays lifted. And we bring it under and up. Same as we do with the option one. We just have more obliques that are trying to stabilize here. Let's do 2 more. Last one. Great. Bring it all the way down. Nice. Go ahead and make your way to your feet. And we'll take our weights with us. All right. So from here, shake the shoulders out. Take a deep breath. Great. Go ahead and have the feet be about hips width apart. We're going to bend the knees. So bending the knees. We're sitting back towards those heels. Great. Arms are relaxed down at our sides. We're going to get a little squeeze here and then right back down. We're going to add to this, I promise. In and out. In and out. 4 more. 3, 2, last 1. Great. Come all the way up. Awesome. Now, we're going to take those weights. Let's go ahead and go palms up like we're holding onto plates. I'm literally holding onto plates. We will pretend. So we're going to take those weights in front of us, and then we're going to open them out to either side. In and out. Great. This is for the shoulders. A little bit on the biceps just because we're holding that 90. Nice. We're going to add to this as well. 4 more. 3, 2, last 1. Awesome. All right. Now, arms down at our sides, palms forward. We're going to lift for a half bicep curl. So we're not coming up to the shoulders. So this is the move, okay? We're going half bicep. We're going to serve the plates out to either side. Bring it back to the center. Finish the curl and take it all the way up. Great. We bring it down, curl, open, close, and then back to the start. So let's try that again. Half curl, serve your platters, bring it in, finish the curl, take it up to the ceiling. Bring it down, down, serve your platters, back in, and down. Take your time. Here we go. Out, in, finish, lift, down, open out, bring it in, and all the way down. Let's do it one more, the whole way. Half, open, hey babe. I got distracted. Bring it in, curl. Take it all the way up. Lift. Take it down. Open it out. Hi, sweetie. Bring it in and down. Great. Shake it out. Cool. All right. Now, we're going to get a little bit more intensive here. So we're going to hang on to our weights pretty strongly here. So make sure that you can't get rid of them. So you won't be able to fling them across the room. You have a really strong grip. We're going to take the weights out, our feet out a little wider, not as wide as we were when we were going into our sumo squat. Instead, we're going a little bit narrower than that. We're going to take it down. At the same time, you're going to swing your weight behind you, and then as we lift up, we're going to squeeze the glutes, and we're going to take the weight out, just a little bit higher than shoulder height. We are going to use momentum here, so it is important that you're really holding on to those weights. Otherwise, like I said, you will fling them across the room. I have seen it happen. You're sitting back towards the heels. You're really getting your weight back. Squeeze the glutes for 4, 3, nice, 2, last 1, and bring it on up. Great. So take one of your weights, set it off to the side. We're going to keep our feet where they are. Go ahead and take your weight. We're going to hang on to that weight. One end in each hand. We're going to bend a little bit into our left knee. So this isn't a full lunge because our feet aren't wide enough for it to be a full lunge. So we still have those narrow feet. We're just going to come down. Weight is more back towards my heel than anything. Still bending into my left knee. And then as I bring it up, I'm going to take my weight behind me. I'm going to lift my left heel and turn my body like I'm trying to toss the weight behind me. And I'll bring it right back down. Now this again is another momentum movement. The difference is you are going to stop and you're arresting that movement intentionally. So your obliques, your side body is pulling in and stopping you from twisting in half, right? So we fling it and down, fling it and down. Very important that you lift the back heel so that you don't torque your knee. So we're using the lifted heel to make sure that our knee comes with us for 4 more. 3, sitting back towards your heel. 2, last 1. Great. Take a breath in the center. Take another, and then we're going to do the other side. So here we go. We take our weight down, and we fling it behind us. Lift the right heel. Down and lift. Down and lift. Remember, you're tightening the abdominals. You're tightening the core to help protect your spine. If you don't tighten the core, then you're going to over twist in your low back. So important that you're staying nice and strong through those abdominals. Let's do 3 more. 2, last 1, and then back to the center. Nice. Shake it out. Great. So we're going to grab our weights, both weights again. And this time, if you happen to have a band, you're going to grab it. If you have one of these stretchy bands, perfect. If you don't, I'll show you the move with and without. All right, so we got our weights. Our weights are going to be there just for some added resistance. All right, we're going to take our weight of our body over to our right leg. Now, if you have a band, you're going to take that band above your knees on the thighs. You're going to shift your weight over to the right leg. We're going to lift our left leg out to the side. So we lift. We're going to bring it right back down. lift, and down, okay? That is a move. We're not going to alternate. We can also add the left arm as we lift. So we would lift and down, lift and down, lift and down. It'd be the same move if you didn't have a band. You're just going to get a little bit higher lift on your leg if you don't have a band. Be sure that you're keeping your hips in the center, facing forward, whether you're using the band or not, so that you get the outer hip. That's what we want to work on here, is the outer hip. For 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Great. Let's do the other side. Weights on the left leg. Maybe start with the right leg, just to get that move, right? Lifting and lowering. Once you're like, okay, cool, got it. Then we take maybe the arm out with us. Nice. Again, hips are forward, square to the camera, to your computer. 4 more. 3, 2, nice. Last one. Oh, bring it down. All right, so we got one more move. We're going to combine these as well. If you have a band, just stick with the band, okay? So if you don't have the band, you're still going to get a lot of work here. I'm turning to the side just so you can see me. What we're going to do, well, here first, let's work with the arms. So the arms are going to do this poke out to either side as we pull the weights, palms facing our chest, up towards our collarbones, and right back down. Now notice, even though I'm pulling up, I'm not shrugging my shoulders into the ears. I'm keeping my shoulders really relaxed. So this is working our shoulders, but we're doing this in a really controlled way. So this is what the arms are going to do. Now the rest of the body. Feet are about hips width apart, a little wider is fine. We're going to bend into the knees, hinge forward just a little bit, so we have a neutral spine. We're going to do our arm move, right? That part's the same. Now if you want a little extra, which I know you do, we're going to shift our weight over to the right leg. Left leg will come behind us. Nice. And you're going to lift the left leg as you do your little duck wings out to either side. So let me show you from the front view. Have my knees bent. I'm taking the leg behind me as I squeeze up. Lift. Oops, I kicked my wall. Don't kick your wall. Just like that. Nice. 4 more on this side. 3, 2, last one. Great. Shake it out. Whoa, that was a killer. Other side. And then we're cooling off. So weights on the opposite leg. Move with the arms is the same. So we take the leg back as we squeeze up. I'm going to have to come forward just a little bit because I am kicking my wall. Yes. Perfect. Here we go. 4 more. If you're using this band, you know this is no joke. 3, 2, last one. Perfect. Awesome. Go ahead and set your weights off to the side. If you happen to be using a band, slide that band out from the legs, set it off to the side. Let's go wide with our legs, maybe angling the toes slightly out, and then fold in half. Allow yourself to melt on down. Doesn't matter if you touch the floor or not, just give it a little shake out. I'm doing a little lunge side to side here. You can just let yourself hang in space. Nice. Great. Maybe take your hands to your shins or your thighs, find a flat back. Awesome. And then come all the way up, nice and slow. Feet can stay wide. Let's take our left arm across our chest. Give it a little squeeze. Perfect. We're going to take our left elbow up overhead behind us like you're going to give yourself a pat on the back, and then pull your elbow in towards your head. other man. Great. Let's do the other side. Right arm across. What you doing, Milo? Milo, baby. And then bringing that arm up. Perfect. Great. Go ahead and unwind. Shake the shoulders out. Go ahead and bring your feet in. Hey, leave my band alone. I know that seems like a little kitty toy, but it's not. It's not. Oh, you're stuck. There we go. Alright, we're going to take the hands behind our back. Feet are slightly wider than hips width apart. And then let's bring it all the way down once again. Option to lift the hands off your low back. Great, one more deep breath. Bring it all the way up. And then draw the knuckles down your back. We'll get a little lift, looking up. Perfect. Bring it back through the center. Free the arms. Shake the shoulders out. Nice. Well done, you guys. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you in the next class.